Rest in peace, Jim Ward. You know, I was just playing a Ratchet and Clank game like a week ago and kind of slagging it off a little bit. I almost feel like I bear some responsibility. This is at least 90% a joke. Like, don't take it anywhere past that. But it is like, man, that's truly some unfortunate timing. Jim Ward being the voice of Captain Quark, for those of you who are unaware. But of course, most people I think will probably sooner know him as this bitch-ass shark that just knocked me off of the fucking platform. No. That was incredibly rude, game. But Doug Dimsdale... Doug Dimsdale, is that the name? From, like, Fairly Odd Parents, or one of those Butch Hartman shows. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't know specifically which one off the top of my head because I don't watch that sort of thing. And also, Butch Hartman is kind of an asshole from what I recall. And by kind of an asshole, I mean he is a monstro-level scumfuck, if I recall correctly. So, yeah, fat chance of getting me to watch that anytime soon, because... Listen, there are a few things by some bad people that I will entertain briefly, but that isn't a very common occurrence. And usually if I know in advance that they suck, well... Anyway, I was going to say, if that fails, I'm going to... It did! What the hell? This is the second time I've had seeker missiles just fail to all hit. What are you fucking doing, man? What in the... And again, that's 3 times in a row that this has just not worked. Dude! What in the... Like, what am I doing wrong here? Other than the fact that I'm playing Metroid Prime 2. I mean, that part obviously stands to reason, but... Like, aside from that... It shouldn't fail once! Let alone 3 times. And I guess, yeah, in theory, sure, you can be a little too close to it, to put it nicely. Do you really think from that distance that qualified, or, God, from all the way back there? That's just disgusting. I'm very, I think, justifiably upset about that, because... Like, even more than any of the bad boss fights we've had, that just feels like, oh, hey, it's this jackass. Coming here to be annoying, no doubt. Oh, whoops. Sorry, guys, on the SAX, but I look significantly more edgy because that's the era that we live in now. Normally I wouldn't comment on something on it that way, but I'm obviously I'm a little annoyed about the seeker missile. And this guy is taking a fun angle at me. Could have sworn I hit him in the face with a missile earlier too, which is, well, I guess clearly not. But you know, perhaps you shouldn't be doing this much in the water with no gravity suit equivalent. So where are we compared to... Well, obviously we're in a different location. Are we blocked off here? Yes, we were. Okay. I was just like, huh? But of course, part of that is because vision range in the water. You don't have a whole lot of it. Again, I'm not sure why I, like, obsessively hit those, even though I'm not going for 100% scans. I do, I guess. Just sort of go, ooh, piece of candy, ooh, piece of candy. And yeah, we definitely can't do that without the gravity suit thing. Gravity thruster. Assuming that it actually gives us, like, proper gravity suit control in water as the ball. Otherwise, that might just be there for visual reasons. So I say, that go all the way around? If so, that would be really odd, actually. So what does this room look like other than the fact that there's a portal machine there? Which seems like a thing that we probably shouldn't mess with right now. See, I thought that guy was taking damage from behind. Well, not that one specifically, but others. That I sure hope are the exact same, because they certainly look the part. Otherwise, that would be weird and confusing. I don't need the help. Yeah, so this is underneath the portal device. I like how our physics just sort of, like, change horribly if we take even the slightest bit out of the water there. Just, oops. Oops. Oh. Okay, so we're basically back where we started here. Oh, that's not even the thing I was trying to scan. Can we climb up the other side? I mean, that's still not going to quite get us what we want exactly, but I'm assuming that the way this goes is that we go up to the middle and we open the door and we open up the thing and we scan the object on the other side and go from there. Oh yeah, the Jeff Cayley show. Also known as the Claire Obscure Awards. Because now I guess it's cool to like RPGs or something. But enough about me being cynical and kind of annoying about it. I mean, I hope that whatever games they show the trailers for are interesting. And I don't know, maybe Jonathan Blow decides to stop being a complete cut. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I saw that somebody was like, Jonathan Blow is going to announce something, and all I can think of is that my understanding has always been that Jonathan Blow is a huge POS. So, yeah, don't let me rain on anyone's, like, parade of joy here. Unfortunately, that is kind of my greatest skill. But ultimately, the big part of it is, like, I don't really care too much about award shows to begin with. They always come off in a certain self-congratulatory manner, which isn't even specifically a game industry thing, although, I mean, when it's the game industry, you also get to see the part where it's like, okay, yeah, these are all, like, some of the most corporate people you've ever seen who are currently sucking their own dicks on stage. And Jeff Cayley, you know, it's kind of probably a little bit hard to hate Jeff Cayley entirely because the guy loves Hideo Kojima, and there's almost certainly a chance that this door requires the Annihilation Beam, and we don't have that yet. Well, shit. That's going to put a bit of a damper in things. But... oh, does it count as a blast shield? Huh. It's odd. But also, Jeff Cayley does kind of seem like a real shitbag in a certain way. But, again, I digress. This is more of me focusing on that part of things and not necessarily any of the, like, advertising attached to it. It, you know, whatever new games get shown off, that's probably neat. I don't care too much about new video games in general lately because it's like I already have so much stuff that I have to play from older generations, what to play from older generations, and hardware is just getting more and more expensive and less feasible for people to obtain on some level. That, like, really, I think the only thing that came out this year that I'm truly interested in is, like, Digimon Story Time Stranger. And that's about it. Like, I guess if somebody were to... if I were to be given a copy of Metroid Prime 4 or Pokemon Legends Z to A, would I play them? Yes. Sure. But I'm probably not about to spend any quantity of my own money on them at this juncture. Not unless the price comes down significantly or I'm able to find, like, a dirt cheap copy on eBay or something. And basically, it kind of adds up to something like that. Especially for any of the amount of stuff that's like, we need harder equipment for this. Well, you're going to have to make it be a thing that's actually affordable. Oh, right. Memory costs are skyrocketing for PCs because of all the fucking AI companies. Because that bubble just can't burst soon enough. But... anyway, I get to go back into this room. So I get to deal with the round-mouthed shark things. That seem to have really picky hitboxes for getting the one-shot kill. Or maybe they just have wildly varying health. That would be bizarre. Anyway, yeah. Tech is cooked. The games industry, the amount of people who make games that actually interest me just seems to keep going down all the time. Because, like, any of the bigger companies are really just doing various horrible things. Even Valve is being, like, monstrously bad in a lot of ways recently. It's just that divesting from Steam is kind of impossible, but when Valve is like, we won't let you report an openly racist review of your game, that seems kind of bad, personally, but who am I to judge? Oh, right, I'll tell you who. After these messages. So, yeah. And just in general, I'm not really a big fan of award shows, but I think I've kind of made that part clear. But I also don't really need anybody to tell me what's good in a lot of ways, which is often what they feel like in theory. I can find out about that for myself by playing, reading, watching, etc. I don't remember how to get through this room. It also doesn't help that I have the vision range of not really in here, so... yeah, okay, we can't actually go around the edge here, and we can't go backwards through the tubes. because of, well, the fact that they're designed to prevent you from doing that. I love to just be in an underwater level where I don't have the ability to navigate it. This is no Echo the Dolphin, that's for sure. So I guess the way to go here is probably to go to the blue door. Thank fuck we don't have to redo that Seeker Missile shit, otherwise I would have been really sad, because we've seen how well that functions. In fact, I think we've had across, like, either 3 or 4 doors using that 4 failures with it. I can't say as I'm particularly happy about that. And yes, I will continue to ride this item's ass on that particular matter, because, like, come on. It doesn't have to be useful for anything else, but at least make sure the thing that it's supposed to do, it can actually do. Okay, good. This is operative, despite the fact that I might have expected otherwise. Alright. Drop in here, and enter this way. Okay. Yeah, this would probably have been... This is going to be... I can't imagine that this is going to be that much different from the other side. That would be very weird if it was, like, all that much... Well, we've seen from the shape of the map that it's mostly the same on both sides. They just keep putting me through various contraptions here. The Rube Goldberg Tunnel. Whoop. There's got to be something I can do to, like, resist that a little bit more. We'll deal with that some other time. What do you got going on here? Oh. See, I was like, what is this? Is this another Puddle Spore variant? Because we have had one of those already, so... Oh, do I have to Dark Beam it? I mean, yeah, that makes sense because it's a light crystal, but... If it's like, oh, to confuse the Ing... All considered, I would think it having a target that would be susceptible to dark damage would not be an ideal choice for it in a case like that. Because, yes, then the dark elemental enemies could do it themselves, couldn't they? Suppose that probably assumes a little bit more intelligence out of these guys than anybody thought they had at Retro, but, you know, never mind. Never mind. That doesn't seem to be the way. I probably have to get onto dry land first, but... Oops. Okay, what are you selling me this time? Okay, so activate the portal? Is that what you're going to tell me to do here? Is to... that I'm going to have to activate the portal to deal with this? Or is that for... well, yeah, because I can't get around the whole room, can I? Doesn't look like I can get... okay. Definitely doesn't look like a... doesn't look like I can get around the whole room. Well, I do have full missiles again, so... portal is inactive, but it's also... hovered. You have anything to say here? Oh... it needs power bombs. There's no way they're getting me power bombs this early. It'd be stupid as hell. Scan here. Okay. Take it anyway. Some spider ball tracks. Ah. It's embarrassing. Get up there. Come on. I keep feeling at this simple jump. Oh, right. I think we all know why. Okay, what am I supposed to do in here, then? If it's not... you have anything to say? Wall? Oh, okay, I didn't see the bomb. I didn't see that this was a bomb slot. In fact, I don't even think I saw this object, period. Well, I hope this isn't too, like, thick of a soup or anything. Okay, good. It seems to have put us somewhere that's not in the soup. That's excellent. So I'm going to sit back here and I'm going to regen for a second. Because, yeah, there's just necessarily going to be some weird balance around the regeneration from the light zones. It is kind of a problem and a pain in the ass. Well, it's where she keeps her spares for that motorcycle that's in Prime 4. Right? Oh, Jesus. What? What's angry at me that I have to fight? Can I get my my vision unstatic, please? Oh, I fell in the soup. Oh, it's one of these. It's one of these chuckle fucks. Making quite a different noise from what I remember the last time I saw him. Which, admittedly, I wasn't necessarily paying great attention to that back then, but still. Oh. I think he just melted from light contact. Which, that would make my life a lot easier if that was the case, but I digress. Stay in the light bubble here. Okay, charge and... See, was he like target painted? Like, I thought I could see where he was going for a second there. Also, God, this guy is, like, sickeningly durable. I was gonna say, can I see him on my radar? And I can. It's just that I wasn't... I never think about that. Like, yes, it's been a radar thing since Prime 1. But for some reason, it never crosses my mind. I think I'm just not used to that as a concept in a lot of games. Especially in, like, first-person shooters. Granted, I also will freely admit I don't play necessarily that many FPSs, so, like... Yeah. Okay, and that moves the laser beam. Is there more stuff to do here is my next question. It appears that there's only one door. And it also kind of appears to be blocked. Yes. So, yeah, we are having plenty of nothing else to do here. So I'm going to sit for a second and get some regen back. Well, that implies that I lost the regeneration itself, not just the health that I'm trying to actually regen. God, I wish this wasn't so slow, but I suppose there'd probably have to also be some, like, counterbalance effects involved there, because, like, if it's not, that's probably kind of overpowered. Like, I guess I was sort of saying last time, maybe if it had some sort of tracking of, like, when the last time you were in a fight with anything was, and then it's just like, oh, well, 30 seconds have passed since you took damage. We'll bump that regen up to a much more reasonable rate. I think that would probably be fine, but granted, I also say that from the perspective of someone who doesn't like this mechanic, period. So perhaps I'm not fit to be a game designer or anything. Jeff Spangenberg wouldn't hire me for for Retro Studios. Oh no, the inhumanity, the black mark against my name. I will never recover from this. It's not just the scarlet letter, it's like the whole scarlet alphabet, you know? Ah, whatever. It's just Jeff Spangenberg. He wasn't even with Retro at this period. I'm just constantly invoking him because, well, I know who he is, and he made something that truly should not exist. Parentheses, for those of you who don't know, Jeff Spangenberg, in addition to being a guy from Iguana Entertainment, who later helped to found Retro, also later went on to make a game company after he quit Retro in like 2002. I forget if that's before or after the release of Metroid Prime 1. This studio was called Top Heavy Studios. They are most infamous for the release of the Guy game, which featured some actual human models in it, you know, doing things that were, you know, that you probably couldn't put it on the shelf for, but also, rather notably, at least one of those young ladies was under the age of 18. So, I believe that, legally speaking, the Guy game constitutes child pornography in the United States, at least. So, great fucking work there, Jeff Spangenberg. You should be in jail. And not just because of the war crimes in terms of design committed in this game. Because you wouldn't have had anything to do with it because you were long gone from Retro Studios by that point. Yeah, I don't know what he's up to today, but I sure the fuck hope he's not in the game industry anymore. Otherwise, I'll have to admit that yowza, the game industry is even more corrupt than I thought. But I don't know for sure, so I will end my commentary on anything more specific than that. Unless I were to go pause to Google it, but, like, I don't have an excuse to do a bunch of more AFK right now. We're not in the Dark World, so there's nowhere where I can just sit to go and regen health. Perhaps if I remember next time it happens, which it'll definitely happen again today, I'll go look. That's a big if. And there's the acid gas. Ouch. I didn't even get any smegging light ammunition for my troubles there, which is what I was trying to do. Game's being a little bit tight with that right now. And there we go. We finally have crossed the threshold, so we're permitted to make that scan. It was kind of funny, though, when I was just, like, 1 pixel short, and it was just like, yeah, by the way, we're not going to let you do that yet. At least I thought it was funny. You know what? Let me try hitting a couple of you guys with some of this. Yeah. Okay, that should be a decent quantity of ammunition for the time being. Are these guys infinitely spawning? Or are there just a lot of them? Kind of hard to tell sometimes. So, yeah, everybody, there's some true Metroid crime for you. By the way, parentheses, from what I've seen, Metroid Prime 4 seems to be fine. I mean, I don't like necessarily the decisions, but it seems like it probably plays okay for what those are. And ultimately, a lot of anything I could say about Metroid Prime kind of comes down to, you know, I think maybe I would have just wanted Samus to have some dialogue much sooner in the series. Could have helped out a little bit. But regardless, here we are. We've got the backpack. Instead of giving us a gravity suit with an extra defense buff or anything, this game decides that we're already hardened motherfuckers enough as it is, so surely all we need are a couple of pissant little turbines on our back with the gravity boost. Press B to jump while moving, press B again, press and hold B after that to slowly rise in the water. I wonder how much of a jet thrust we're going to get out of this. Yeah, this is more like a triple jump than what you might expect. Although we do seem to be moving a little bit swifter in general. Ooh. That feels moderately concerning. Aw, dang it. The Chozo's turned on the fucking washing machine. Guys. What are you doing? Ah, yes, here we go. The Alpha Blog. This'll be... Yep. Fire Sonic Disruption Blast if foes. That's all. I see. Ow. I need a little bit more distance before I'm able to actually fight this guy. Come on. Oh, yeah, he seems to be a little bit unamused by... Oh! No, that hit. That hurt. That did damage. Alright, come on. Open up. That was a little bit too early late, I guess. He's reading my inputs. You know I fired the energy beam? I mean, yes, but... The power beam at that point. And that was significantly too early. All right, 3 shots. Can you do a dash? I sort of know how to hit you during that. Yeah, see, that time he did, but it wasn't until after I had fired my super missile. I wonder if I can even hit him during his projectile puking phase there. And no projectiles, so I didn't even try to fire it. Does he have a shield up? It definitely, it looked like it. No, I think it was just from the way that the lock-on reticle looked. God, he's keeping his mouth closed during the charges. Okay, I think super missiles are just going to have to be, like, regarded as being impractical for this fight. Because I can't do a charge up that fast. Fuck, this guy hurts. Oh my god, why is there... Why couldn't you give me a save point, like, right after this game? Are you serious? I'm gonna have to go through all this crap again. I'm about to lose 45 minutes worth of progress just by virtue of the game not giving me easy access to not giving me better access to save points. I shouldn't have to go save after literally everything in this game. And yet I usually still do, but like, again, I just lost the last 45 minutes worth of my stream because of okay, I was a little worried there for a second because I saw that black screen. That was quite concerning. Oh, right, one of the things that I've lost in that 45 minutes is that I just had to go deal with another mini-boss. Oh, yeah, and the secret missile door that barely works. That's fun. Love having to redo that. Ah! This is just me screwing up really badly. Wait, I can get back up from... But will I not be able to get up high enough? Excuse me. Five. Fuck. I have to remember not to do that, and I kind of don't like that. That's really, really irritating, actually. Wow, that was like sticking to me pretty hard, actually. Three, four, five. Why did you fail? Actually, I very specifically, I think I saw several of the rockets go off in different directions. So, yeah. So far, I've seen that thing fail 5 times. Good. What a well-tested piece of equipment. Not necessarily a bad concept, but a very awful execution. Yeah, I've seen this cutscene before, so... Yeah, spinner is ready. Suck up anything that needs to be sucked up. Doesn't seem to be very much. Hop out. Go this way. Okay, so back through this area. Incidentally, this is kind of why I usually save in such an obsessive manner sometimes, because, like, yeah, sometimes shit like this will happen. And we'll have to rewatch the past half hour plus of our lives. Well, maybe for other reasons, but I swear, not just that. It's not just because I'm insane, it's just mostly because I'm insane. Also, we sure did get turned around in the water very easily there. Are you sure these guys aren't also the effing alpha blogs? Because they are, like, sturdy as hell. Oh, okay, there's the pile of rubble. Okay. No, wait, no, this is just going back to the... What the hell? Here we are under the portal. On top of this thing. And up here... Yeah, that door obviously is no good. That's no good. Suck up the stuff from these guys if they have got anything for us. And those ones as well. Alright, and that does this part of things. Get across, and... Wait for these dudes. What is your deal? You're not the same log, huh? Logling, okay, I guess because they're the babby form or something. They haven't developed the hard shell or something. Whatever the case may be. Oh, that's right, you guys are here instead of whatever was here before, which is very strange. Legitimately, I couldn't really tell the difference between the two sets of these at first. And what, you don't have anything for me? Oh well. Why does it get stuck there in the middle for a second? That's weird. Eh. Whatever. Oh, yeah. No need for any bombing involved there. Whoops. Not till we get to the other end of the tunnel here. Do a little bit of shenanigans here. Okay, so we can get down there with that. That switches that off. I don't know if that's useful, though. Is it? I guess to make the travel back and forth, travel the other way easier or something. Yeah, that was kind of for nothing. But it was such a strange series of events, I was like, surely there must be a reason for this. And turns out, there was not. And, you know, sometimes there just isn't really a good reason for any of that. Oh, that's kind of impressive, actually. In a certain slightly twisted way. "100% Metroid any game." I mean, I probably could. I mean, it wouldn't be like speedrun worthy or anything, but I'm usually alright at Metroid Prime 1, so there's that. Alright, we open the portal. So now my next question, am I allowed to... I didn't notice, was I allowed to interact with the spinner before I kill the dickbag pirates, or whatever they're called? I'm just going to call them the dickbag pirates, because I can't remember their actual technical name, which is like Dark Trooper or something, or... universe-hopping jackass. I don't know. Actually, I kind of assume that we cannot. Yeah, we got one of them to just immediately get absolutely obliterated. Yeah, that's right. He clicked on my free iPod Nano banner. Get fucking Shrek'd, mate. Ow. Okay, I probably deserved that, but still. That was still kind of embarrassing. But it is still very funny when they just take themselves out for me. Just like, oh, yeah. Just gonna walk into the light zone here. Where are you? You're making a lot of racket, dude, but you, like, don't exist anywhere. Is he dead? Judging by the way the music changed, yes. Well, I didn't even get to go check the thing I was wondering. I was too busy dealing with that guy being a huge attention hog. And then the last one didn't give me any more light ammunition. Boo! Boo! Oh, whatever. It's not like that's unusual for this game. Let's be honest with ourselves. Can you get in the ball slot? Samus? Samus, what the fuck? Actually, part of that was also the camera just, like, doing whatever it felt like there. There was definitely some camera motions there that were a little bit nonsensical. To put it bluntly. Bluntly. It's appropriate because at this point the cameras... The Lakitu are stoned, guys. Anyway. You know what? I don't need to sit here and regen forever. We got this entire section opened up so we can go and finish the area. And reset those crystals for some reason. That's right, everybody. We're recharging our crystals. We're playing No More Heroes. Actually, I wouldn't really do that unless I could figure out a way to... figure out a better place to put my Wii sensor bar. And even then, I don't know. Anyway. Hop across here. Yeah. At least it wasn't that much acid damage, but it is still like, oh, I feel stupid now. Okay. Now go through here. Scan the thing. Because obviously that's the more important part. And more important still, remember to save. Oh, I gotta go down all the way, don't I? No, I don't, actually. Whoops. I haven't ruined my ability to get back to my save point, have I? By doing this? Because if so, I'm gonna be big mad. Like, that, if that's the case, that's just bad game design, dude. Oh, no, yeah, it moved this whole... I can't go back to the fucking save point. I have to go get the item and then kill the boss without saving now, because... Yeah, that is really shitty game design. That is, like, monstrously bad game design. I don't think even Resident Evil save restrictions are that toxic. Like, are you out of your fucking mind right now, whoever developed this? That implies they were ever not that, I suppose. Oh, whatever. You guys give me some more health or something here. Alright, so we pick this up and get a black screen. That's a little bit concerning. Okay, so it did also seem to clear up our vision, which is interesting. It does a lot of the things that you would want the gravity suit to do, except for give you defense. For some strange reason. Alright, well. I mean, its mouth is open there. Let me hit it with the thing that does more... Let me hit it for more damage, you know? Unfortunately, I don't think uncharged power beams even hurt it. Like, even if you land the shot. Ah! You also can't do gravity boost jumps while you're strafing, it appears. Which is a weird design choice, but hey. Hey, good thing it opened right up into that. Oh, 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 oh. Fuck, get away from there. Get away from there. Ah! That doesn't seem to have been the real disruptor. I mean, that stopped our beam arm for like a second, but it didn't do anything to our visuals there. That's weird. Also, zero energy displaying because the rest of it's in an energy tank. Alright. I swear, bro reads my inputs. Okay, yeah, so I guess really at this point, the best way for me to deal with this is just keep doing the cross counter. Just keep shooting it in the face when it's charging at you, because that's the smart idea. It's a fair design. It's just like, man, I feel real stupid doing this. But hey, at bare minimum, we got back to where we were after only 20 minutes, so knowing what we were doing helped us out a little bit. Although, man, those dark pirates do kind of suck ass, don't they? That part wasn't going to get any faster. Ugh. Okay, that's just a wall indent thing now. I wasn't sure. Because it did have that sort of hexagonal shape there. And look a little bit paneled. So for all I knew, it could have been an entrance. Does this not work anymore? No, it works. Also, for me to do chain bomb jumps on this, I have to figure out the timing. And it seems to be rather narrow. I guess I'll just use the gravity boost for this. You know what? The fact that this does operate like the gravity suit, but it gives you this massive, like, jetpack boost underwater, this thing's actually really good. I like this. I don't know why it doesn't give me any defensive boost, but, like, okay. Then again, I do say that, and I feel that over time, the Metroid series has, like, increasingly tried to turn Samus into being, like, a slightly glassy speedster, as opposed to being the tank. But also, I think part of that is just, like, gaming in general trying to get a little bit faster moving in some ways, too. Which I'm not sure that I think works well for this series, because I just prefer the more methodical version of Metroid. But I'm also the crazy person who really likes lemmings still, so, like... who can say? I'm also really bad at most action games, period, so maybe there's that too. Anyway, let's go ahead and save, and more importantly-ish, heal. Let's go up and... I now no longer know exactly where I'm supposed to go. And there's our transport to Agon. Well, Torvus Grove, that sends us up to... bridge. I mean, I guess I could, like, try to do that again, but this room sucks ass. Training chamber, yeah, we can't finish that because we don't have power bombs. We don't have that thing yet, so we can't do that. How much more underwater stuff do we have to do? We don't have, like, any of the temple keys. We have, I think, one, right? Yeah, we have one. I literally didn't pay attention to that part of the HUD like a fool. But there's plenty of portal spaces here in Torvus Bog to look at, so... you know, we don't really want for anything to do. It's just that right now, I don't think I have necessarily all the abilities I need. Now, apparently it is possible to actually, like, use this as a big half pipe. But also, man, it really does not feel, like, very, very easy to do, because... it feels like we just keep getting blown so far off of... yes, yes, keep your jokes. Like, we keep getting blown so far off our trajectory. Here. To a problematic extent. fact, I want to go and look at something in... I believe I still have that guide open in a tab. I'm trying not to look at it too much if I can avoid it, but just to, like... in case something comes up that I'm like, what the hell am I looking at here? Oh. No, that can't be right. I think this guide is just, like, written very, very not well here, because there's a... Anyway, never mind. Never mind, I'm being stupid again. So... okay, yeah, that's enough guide looking. I admit that I kind of looked more than I would normally have. There's a portal back there somewhere that I kind of forgot about, because I was just like, well, I guess it would make sense to just go check all the portals that I haven't checked, because there's a bunch of them here. Admittedly, my problem is I got distracted by something that it didn't really make sense, but hey, you let me go. What an ass. Just grabbing me for... Oh, fine. Just fucking die. I'll do this the old-fashioned way if you guys don't want to behave. A little edge there is a little bit awful. Not down the middle, but where does this go anyway? Great. Okay. That's right. We want to go into the weird-looking log. And take the elevator. We've got, like, at least 2 portals down here still that we haven't checked out. So, we probably should do that. Oh yeah, I can press X to do that. Right. And on this controller, it is the X button and not the cross button. Wait. No matter what anyone says. Okay. Light door leads us to the port already taken. So we have to go into the dark door instead. Yes, a door to darkness. Jokes. Anyway. A new live-action Street Fighter movie. That... Huh. Well, I guess video game movies are kind of becoming a little bit of the rage lately. Because people have seen a few good ones exist. I don't know that necessarily this is going to be a good... Oh, hey. You guys. Well, that's fun. I'm not necessarily confident that it's inherently a good idea to have like any of these superhero movies. Any of these video game movies, just because we've seen a couple of them be not shit. Like, guys, you ain't making the Sonic the Hedgehog movies necessarily. I'm not going to give it an immediate vote of confidence, I guess is what I'm saying. But we're going to at least be in a position where I can safely say I've seen worse in this particular subgenre. Honestly, about the only thing that I know about with regard to the Street Fighter movie off the top of my head is Kylie Minogue. Oh, oops. Wait, there was a Doom movie? I forgot there was a Doom movie. No. I'm confusing her with someone else. Oh, good. I log into an area where we're immediately in danger. I'm sorry. I was trying to read something. Damn it, game. And it wasn't even related to this game for once. Like, when it comes to anything with regard to recent video game movies, there aren't a lot of them that I know very well, but... Like, I just think about... Well, I mean, I do know the Mortal Kombat ones, because people have been like, oh yeah, those are actually good. And I'm like, I'll believe it when I see it, but... They gotta be better than Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Well, maybe they don't have to, but... You know, that movie wasn't exactly, not exactly a thing that most people like, to put it nicely, and for very good reason. The original Mortal Kombat movie was good in a kind of, like, hokey and stupid way. The main things I remember, other than those were $500 sunglasses, asshole, were, Reptile's theme, when they fight Reptile, because... they had to fight Reptile for some reason, is using something that is very clearly a remix of the Kano song from that album that the... I don't remember what they were calling themselves for that, but it's the members of the Lords of Acid. They did that album back in the 90s. Everybody knows Mortal Kombat. Everybody knows that, right? The album is actually kind of all right. But yeah, when they fight Reptile, they're playing what is basically an instrumental remix of Kano's theme from that. The Immortals, right? Yes. Correct. But yeah, I seem to recall that it was a decent movie for being like PG-13 and Mortal Kombat, and also a video game movie from that sort of era. A little corny, but you could do so much worse than being corny. I mean, come on, man. But yeah. But in terms of, like, any more recent video game movies that I think about, I still occasionally kind of think about the Ratchet and Clank movie. Not because I've seen it, but more because I know that it absolutely fucking cratered. And really, I think that's because Ratchet and Clank wouldn't have made a good movie in the first place. It's not like it's that story intensive, right? Who's paying attention to that? They're too busy blowing things up. So if you take away the fact that it's an interactive blow everything up game, the appeal does sort of become significantly more generic very quickly. Ah, I see. That kind of makes sense. Anyway, yeah, that area is covered up, so we're gonna have to go this way and see what kind of nonsense bullshit we have to deal with here. A thing that blocks us, I feel like. Or are we not actually being blocked and it's just like really hard to get into without the jets. There we go. Yeah, that seemed like it was just blocking me off entirely. That's weird. Oh, shit. Sure, can we do... No, this area is completely dry. I didn't realize that until now. Yeah, basically, there was only so much you could do with that. So, there's a lot of stomping around happening here. I don't like it. Oh. Oh, I really don't like it now. Wow, I was finally able to actually get this thing's name, the Hunter Ing. Unfortunately, I don't have like a real crystal here for me to soup up to take this thing out immediately, which is how I usually deal with these bastards. Because otherwise they're kind of, well, bastards, right? And otherwise, we've got gross sludge here. Oh no, we can go around this way. I guess we'll just have to dodge this thing for now. Or is that a boss area? I think that's a boss. We just have to... If we want to fight it, we have to go around that way. And this is going to... Yeah, because that's the bottom of the room. There's nothing there. Yeah, I mean, we are talking about... It was based on Mortal Kombat 1. They didn't have a lot of characters, and they'd already made one up, so... Like, what can you do? You can't blame anybody for that. I see before we just sort of, like, snuck through it a little too, carefully there. Okay, back against the wall for a moment. And get some more regen going here. Before I get to have a look at what's the deal with the rest of this. Okay, so this thing is, And that just switches off the... No, it doesn't just switch off the barrier. It does produce some bridges, though, as well. Oh, God, these guys are back, are they? Ah, shit. Well. This is great. I love this. Oh, these guys appear to be different. Or are they just a lot weaker to the charge shot because I landed it properly that time or something? Hey, yeah, give me some more light ammo. Thank you. Yeah, it just sort of, well, these things are kind of a pain in the ass to do on a lot of levels, and there's a lot involved, in short. And okay, good, we can keep traveling along here. I don't know how much we're gonna get out of that, but there's another one of these things. Okay, go down the middle here. Get a little bit of chug. Get our Dark World Reaper vines going on here to have to deal with. Here we are in the middle room here. The bottom zone wants a power bomb that we don't have yet. I was gonna say, is there somewhere where I can get some regen, please? Oh, boys! Come on, get in here. Well, that one got vaporized. This one, however, is playing a little bit too smart about this. Let's see, what if I try to approach it? Walk into it, come on. Oh, did it run out? I think it ran out. There we go. All right, well, with no save point available yet, and I know we're going to have to take on that boss. Oh, boy. I'm just going to have to sit here and wait for some health regen to kick in. So, yeah, here comes the boring part of the show. Because, yeah, my other options are go in there and fight it with no health. And go in there and fight it with no health. So, I don't want to do that. Unless there's something that I missed, I guess. Apparently we can get there, it says, so... Yeah. Yeah, the original Mortal Kombat movie did sort of design a lot of things that ultimately ended up becoming big parts of the series later, which I think that's kind of interesting in its own way. Now, clearly what they need to do is they need to add the movie original character that was Johnny Cage's friend. I don't know if they would, but yeah, I think that the Johnny mentioning his expensive sunglasses to Goro was in Mortal Kombat 10, Mortal Kombat X. But I haven't played one of the games in any of the games really in a while, so couldn't say for sure. Okay, wait, where are we compared to... Oh, it's a level lower. Oh, I see a wave there. It's through the middle. Or is it? Let's just see that. Oh, I see. Man, those things really blend in this game, don't they? The bomb sockets. Eesh. Frequently becoming a serious problem. Now let's get that juiced up a little bit more. Just for reasons of the fact that we are fighting a dark boss here, so that stuff will probably be pretty useful. I say, where you at, buddy? Ah, here we go. The Grapple Guardian. Okay, so what's your deal? While armored target utilizes grapple beam to ensnare enemies' weak spots detected back, shell, and eye. Uses special attack when angered. Wrenchler. Oh, I see. Yeah, just not really practical to do too much, in short. Pull them in. Pause. Alright, so we would like to hit it in the back more if possible, but the eye zone will piss it off too. It doesn't seem to do a lot of damage, but... Whoa! Okay, I think I sort of see this is kind of semi-similar to the Sheegoth boss, but not quite. God, you flip around so fast, dude. Like, jeez. What am I supposed to do? Can I stun you by shooting you in the eyeball more? Guess I kind of have to. Thrashes around like nuts. I can't do this very easily. Give me some distance here. Whoa, hey. All right, do I get to like do stupid things like that and try to take advantage? Hey, look over here. Oh, now he's just doing his laser beam. This guy is really irritating, but I mean, I don't want to be that far back. Unfortunately, the problem is that it's just like really hard to lock on to anything except for his eyeball. Right. Can I induce you to charge? Unfortunately, I don't really think it's possible like go between his legs and drop bombs for damage. Yeah. Well, I was gonna say you the other time you got tired when you grappled me in the face and then I went for damage and woke up too fast because, of course. Yeah, see, I don't get what I'm supposed to do here other than just be that fast. Get him while he's stuck. See, it made contact, it just didn't hit because it was the wrong side there. Probably because I was still connected to his eyeball for some reason. Because it just doesn't let me lock on sometimes. Why are you not targeting the actual weak point, game? Like, making this thing lock on to the, attached to the pillar seems to be a fairly viable strategy. And then you go for damage that way, but also it doesn't work half the time. So I'm very confused by how to deal with this. If he didn't immediately whip turn every time I tried to do anything to him, that might help too, but hey. Fuck, this thing is probably not hard as such, just like a real pain in the butt to get an opening. Like, I guess during that time period, because we have almost no time while he's stunned. But we gotta take advantage of what little we get here. Okay, don't use the charged light beam while he's doing that. Ah! Huh. And then he just immediately does the quick turn, even though I thought I had him stunned. So what is it, game? I guess it really is just make him grab the pillar and then get behind him as soon as it becomes possible. Dang it. God, that didn't feel like it should have connected. That seems so, very, very off. And I've seen that this is not a polite hitbox at times, so I was just kind of shocked by that. But hey. Whoa! Yeah, see, that's more like it. But it was also maybe more due to me failing to press the Y button properly. Got a really kind of weird looking jaw design, honestly. Did that hit? I don't think that hit. Oh no, it looks like it did. He's frothing, he's pissed, and that pillar is disabled. I think. Oh no, it still has a healing zone attached to it. It's just that it's something's weird there, that's all. You know, I feel like this boss is really missing it going every time it turns around. I'm sorry. That's a horrible noise I made. Fittingly, but, well, that was what I was going for. Jesus, fuck. That didn't feel good to make either, so, you know, credit where it's due. Hard to disrespect the guys who made Sonic Adventure 2 now, right? Toggle your thing. Ah! Let me go, you... Oh, man. I don't really understand what you're supposed to do for the second phase, because, like, he just stays... He turns around much faster. It's also kind of a sucky fight internally in terms of like, this doesn't feel good because it takes so long. When you fail, it's like, okay, fine, sure, I failed it, but now I gotta take like 80 years to get back to the point in the fight that I was at. Ugh. Can I, like, target his eyeball, please? It's not glowing yet, so... Like, hey, dude. You gonna be a team player at some point? Am I required to scan you first or something? It seems that I am required to scan it. Well, that's weird. Oh. Well, I tried to jump the gun a little bit there, so... Yeah, and that's more like what I would usually expect out of attempting to super missile it. Oh no, you were actually going to be stunned for an amount of time. I wasn't expecting that. Ow, my... Seriously? I even had the correct side targeted and everything. And I was just like, yeah, no, actually is going to go the wrong way. Ah! This fight is very, very annoying. Honestly, more than anything, is that it's that. There we go. That hit finally counted. I wish I could tell sometimes, like, how many of these shots he's going to do, because it seems like semi-randomized, or when he starts grappling onto the middle column. I don't understand that. If there's like a hard pattern to it or something. There probably is. Somebody can, like, who knows the speed run or something probably can tell. But I don't, so I can't. Oh, that was just like one of the worst positioning jobs I could possibly have had for this thing, so. Yeah, whatever, dude. Like, I actually really need you to be in the middle if you're going to do this. What? What the fuck was that, man? Like, it just bounced off. This is random. This is what this is. Well, okay, fine. It's we'll save that judgment for Boost Guardian, because like Boost Guardian is horrible on legitimately just every level. But the hit detection on that attack is being kind of garbage. Is there a trick to get it to, like, slam the pillars to do more, to get me to get more ammunition? Because, yeah, I can't super missile anymore. Because of how many of them failed. Because this boss has a very special relationship with the idea of hit detection. Where the hell were you aiming, buddy? Okay, see, it seems to consistently do 4 shots after it enters stun mode. Well, counter mode, rather, I guess would be a better way to put it. But after that, I don't know how many it needs to do before it grapples the pillar. Or if it has something to do with, like, distance or something. Oh, good. It did something that dropped pickups. So that's nice. Ah! Fuck. Why did you, like, pivot around, dude? I don't know if that hit. It did not hit, judging by the fact that he did not, like, do any sort of, like, real amount of time being staggered after that. That wasn't a hit. And only 10 missiles back during that last, well, episode he was having. That's unfortunate. I'm actually going to pause for a second, because more information on this, because I'm still not getting it. Picking this up yet. And well, it's just like, hey, yeah, just dodge behind it, go faster. Well, that's not really helpful information. Because, well, I mean, I guess that's all. If that's all you've got to tell me is just go faster, well, then that's... this is like as fast as I can go, man. Like, what do you want me to do otherwise? Oh, right, I'm out of fucking super missiles, because of course I am. See, that didn't last very long. And well, it didn't. Yeah, I was gonna say, are you too close to stun it? And I think that is actually... Oh, no, you got grabbed by that... Oh, boy. Oh, I'm out of fucking missiles again, because every single time I try to do this thing, it just gets reflected, because the hitboxes in this are really, really cruel, like needlessly so. Are you not grappling because you're too close to the thing? Okay, yeah, now it's gonna be in like super rage mode, so now pretty much we cannot make it grapple the pillars. We just have to go. It's just got to go fast now, basically. Well, at bare minimum, this time we're at like full health, so it should be a lot harder for us to die. I mean, not exactly full health, obviously, but like close-ish. Yeah, don't get so close to it. It's a bad idea. And now we're ramming into the wall. Don't do that. All right, now add some distance here. Yeah, nice try, Knucklehead. I really need you to be like out in the middle while I do this, man. Here, can I bait you a little bit better by doing this? Kind of. Oh, he's almost there. He's almost there. As he proceeds to, like, snap out of his counter mode a little too early. Bro, you have no HP left. Your meter is literally empty, motherfucker. Come on. Was that really necessary? The part where it was at 0 HP and not dying. Very, very specifically, I want to make that part clear. That boss is, like, really tedious. I don't like doing that because it's not fun. Very annoying. Oh, well, at least it wasn't as hard as the other one, but jeez. And Samus just kind of shrugs at obtaining the grapple beam. And the grapple beam operates as it does in Prime 1, so neat, I guess. As the room lowers down, I'm just going to stand here for a moment and get some HP. I want to catch my breath here because, yeah, that was moderately bothersome and, oh, my fingers. Oh. Which ones? Yes, all of them. So now comes the part where I don't have power bombs, obviously, so I can't get the okay, so I have to get out of here using the grapple beam, don't I? That's what this is all signifying, because, yeah, those are blocked. Well, it's mostly just from having the shoulder buttons held down constantly. That wasn't so great. Little unfortunate then that they have to give me something that immediately requires use of the shoulder buttons, but hey, what can you do? We're done with that. I would like some missiles back, actually, this time, not energy, because we're near enough to a save point that the energy doesn't matter. And our energy is high enough that we can get there. Oh, yeah, I can't go up there. So, maybe I'm wrong. Hope I'm not. Well. I was gonna say, if I bleed out from Dark World energy, I'll be real sad. But this is sending us back to the other door, I think. Or at least the light crystal. Yeah, so we can stand here. And we can climb back up. Shoot this thing. You. Oh, it's just an anonymous blockage. Okay. Alright, so if I want to do anything with this, I have to go back down. And then I'm going to have to do grapple beam stuff to get back to the door. And... oh, gross. These guys are here. Well, thankfully, they're quite easily taken care of. I now just have to think about how... well, okay, one of them apparently is quite easily taken care of, but the other one decided not to play nice today. Cross the here and save our game. Okay, so now that I've done that, like, where to next? Well, I guess for a start, back to the surface layer here is our first objective. Good job, Samus. I mean, arguably it's probably on me, but still. Good job, whoever's responsible for that. Oh, yeah. This thing's out of here. Let's briefly do some window balancing here. Oh, and it drops straight into the purple drink. But we should be able to just leave, right? It's playing boss fight music, but I don't care. I'm out of here. Nice try, game. Oh, right. Those are spiny again. Whoops. Pick this up for not really much good reason. Get at that. There's a missile pack in there. Guess I'll figure it out later. Let's sort of disentomb ourselves from the depths here, and... Wait, no, I have to go back down, because there's a portal in like, the bottom of Torvus Bog here. So there's got to be something there, right? Because that is isolated from everything else. It wouldn't just be a complete red herring, would it? Just most of one. Okay, no, it's across the way from where we're at. I screwed up. Shit. So I guess I was wrong. That uses the spider ball. Well, where do we get the spider ball, then? Because they seem to have been smart enough to make this so you can't, like, collide with it. So... the hell? Okay, yeah, I guess it must be a ways off. So... am I supposed to use that portal or not? Oh, I see. There's another portal in that room. Never mind. That must have been the one I was thinking of earlier. That goes there. That's into the room with the thing. Yeah, we got some bloggos here. They're looking to sell me their POWs. Wait. Up we go. Ooh, if I hadn't been looking at my map, I might not have even thought to do that. Dang. All right. Well, there's the key, like just right there. Zero effort involved. Now, is there anything else in this room is my next question. The answer is no. Quite frankly, it was a little stupid of me to even take a look. Don't let go of that boost button until you're done using it, for sure. Because you don't get a second chance afterwards. Yet, that way they can prevent you from cheesing distance with it, because goodness knows. Fuck. Get me back up there. There we go. These guys are still goofing off. I thought for sure we weren't going to make it, and I was going to be really bothered. Really booty blasted, if you will, about that. But no, we managed to get there. Let's go save. I don't know that we need to, because we haven't... Well, we did get the keys, so at least there's that. I can't say we did nothing, because that's not true. But now that we have the grapple beam... Well, we can definitely get around a hell of a lot more places. I just don't know where any of the grapple beam requiring locations are offhand. So that's, you know, ain't that special. We're gonna have to do a lot of looking around. And I unfortunately cannot just pull up the map and go, oh yeah, it's over here. I can take guesses, I suppose. I guess it would help if we just get up high. We can go, is there a thing here? And indeed, we can take a look at here, and no, there's no grapple points up there. And over there is just the access to the Torvus Bog energy controller. That way goes to Agon. So that's not where we want to go. So I guess we go back down the middle here. To Temple Access. And I'm going to go in the top entrance for some reason. Why? I don't know, man. It just seems like it's... I just feel like a bit of a change in that regard. I see another portal location, like, just across the way. For all I know, it could be right over there that we have to go. Oh, hey. These gross assholes. Yes. Portal chamber. Work site. I mean, Forgotten Bridge is another possibility. Forgotten! Wait. I didn't throw my voice down low enough to do a Forbidden Bridge gag here. I have to fight these guys, unfortunately. I hope that doesn't bear true in repeated entries into this room, because these guys suck. Especially when we have no light crystals to, like, instantly terminate any of them. Whoa. Fuck. So they just leave? Okay. Sure, why not? Portal chamber. Actually, I'm not sure if I can get to the portal here. Come to think of it. Yeah, because this is the place that has the portal over there. This has to be like a place where you portal out into the light world. Okay. Now, where are we compared to... It's like right over there. That's not that bad of a jump. It's like, that feels a little weird, but honestly, it kind of doesn't. That's fine. Oh. We got this thing we can use. Okay. Hey. You bag of dicks, do you really need to do this? And the answer is yes, obviously he does. Am I kidding? Yo, nice. Good call on that grapple zone. It's some free missiles, everybody. As soon as I actually land on them. I feel like I haven't had a missile pack in a long, long time. Maybe I haven't. I haven't necessarily been keeping that close of a score. Someone at Retro doesn't know what a redwood tree is. Wait. What a dumb joke. You know, unlike everything else I've been saying so far, which is really dumb, actually. Never mind. Okay, do I have a grapple point here that I can use? What if I try removing these? I feel like I've seen a grapple spot in this room. I just don't remember where. Whoa, hey, fuck. This thing is cracked. This is... But it doesn't have a scan, so I have to assume that it's probably not really dealt with in the same way. What, do I have to kill these dudes to get there? I will, but I won't be super happy about it, because these guys suck. Yeah, they take a lot of work to kill. Enough of that. Come on, get over here. So I can actually get behind you. We can have an actual, like, fair fight. Nice snap turn around there, buddy. Nice. Unfortunately, no drop, but hey. Whatever. What can you expect at this point? Taking a bit of an adjustment here. Okay, how do I get to this port? Is there a grapple point in this room? Or was I just imagining it? Simple as just do this? I was supposed to have rotated the bridge further earlier in the game, and I've somehow screwed myself by not doing so. I totally believe it, really, but... But it would be really unfair in that case, because, like, how do you fix that, then? And so it would be, I guess, you don't. Oh yeah, that side is completely blocked off. Right. That's... Okay, that doesn't seem to get us over there. What other, like, recourse do I have to get to this place? It doesn't seem like there's very much. Is there something that I scan to do this? Sentinel crystal. Anything useful to say? Is it's just like... No, it's just a weird background object, I guess. Okay. Is that something there? No, that's just more of these things, right? They just... Bloat sack. Great name for them. By that I mean they are surprisingly non-volatile. Yeah, I'm kind of just at a loss right now as to what I'm supposed to do with this. Because this is no longer... This no longer appears to be a thing I can reach very easily. I certainly can't reach from the bridge. And despite what I thought, there doesn't seem to be a grapple point here. I can't rotate the bridge because... Well, first of all, it says it's offline, and second of all... Even if it wasn't, that's in Dark Ether. So... What have I failed to do here? I guess there's still some other items I can pick up in some of these areas, so I can go and do some of that, I guess. While I try to figure this out. I can't do this way. I have to go the other way. here. And see, I knew there was something there. It's just that thing. Go through here. Just ignore these bozos, I guess. Aside from the part where I can't just ignore these bozos, because for some reason they make me fight them to a standstill every time. These guys are basically just the equivalent of Chozo ghosts, I guess. Come to think of it. Wow. Yeah, doing things like that, that's definitely kind of Chozo ghosty. Also, it seems like the whole thing is just based on, like, hey, last an amount of time. Nice, just grapple beam there. No health out of those guys. That's a shame. Stop pushing him towards me. Come on. God, these guys are like just absolute, complete and utter cheeks to fight, man. They pivot so fast, and also they mostly I think part of it is just like these rooms are built so painfully. fuck it. Take missiles, please. Just die already. I just wanted you out of my hair so you wouldn't annoy me while I was trying to do things in this room, but no. These guys are the absolute worst, man. And by that, I mean, honestly, not that bad compared to most things in this game, probably, but hey. Still deeply frustrating. Yeah, well, there's some missiles for us, at least, so that's neat. And now I'm still just kind of internally at a bit of a loss as to how to get into the portal room. Well, I can get into the portal room, I just can't get into the portal itself. Okay, back here. And as before, this place kind of sucks for a wide variety of reasons, but mostly because I am once again trying to figure out how on earth I'm supposed to get into that portal. Because otherwise, my amount of topside portals here are, none, actually. This and the portal in the portal chamber, which I can't get to because of the usual reasons. Do you respond to other beams, Sentinel Crystal? The answer is no. So I still am not sure how to, because it's not like this thing made a grappling point or something. Yeah, like, am I supposed to raise a platform here using something that I didn't recognize earlier? Scan, yep. Dimensional flux. Those are just Sentinel crystals. Those are just Torvus orbs. Orbvus Tors. What if I just shoot it? I was gonna say, will that do anything special? It won't. So what's the deal? Am I just screwed now? For some reason? You know what? I'm going so far as I'm gonna Google it instead of using guides on game FAQs. This is like, yeah, this is where I'm at, everybody. That opened. Okay, let me take a look at this. Go to. Oh, okay. I get you. Well, this will also let us get a thing that I was misunderstanding horribly here, so that's good. I just have to actually get over there. Oh, no. This is... Yeah, this is the location that had the... The hookshot target, isn't it? Different part of the level? Hmm? It must have been. I'm just confused, that's all. Yeah, I'm mixing up which side is which. Those grapple flowers really suck, by the way. I just want to comment. Those guys are jerks. Like, a lot of things in this game are kind of needlessly cruel, but then you get to the special cases where it's like you've redefined a few words along the way to express such a feeling. Oh, we just had to drop down. I got kind of confused. Just a little, you know. It's fine. Probably. Oh yeah, there really is. I just straight up ignored this because all I was thinking about was the middle of the room and like, oh yeah, that thing. I guess I just wasn't paying much attention to this side doorway at any point for some reason. Couldn't tell you why, but hey. Here, before I do anything here, we are actually on our way to another section that I was curious about for a very long time. Let's go see if there's anything we can find here. Oh, that choking is making me nervous every single time now. Just, eesh. Quite the puzzle zone we've got going on here. This part is definitely, like, doing more sort of ball puzzles like this. That's pretty good. I like that part of things. I may be, to put it nicely, mixed on a lot of the rest of the game, but this, genuinely, pretty cool. This is a part where Retro absolutely knows what they have, and they're decently good at doing stuff with it. This is going to be like the Life Grove access puzzle, right? Just... Is it just for the one missile pack? I mean, I guess I can't quite tell if there's a way to get on top of that, and mentioning something that acts that way has got me a little bit, you know, being a goofball. The item dots, like in Rando, would probably help, but it's almost to be expected a little bit that, yeah, of course it would help. It's a quality of life change added by later modifications to the game. Whoa! I got bonked out of midair there. Meanwhile, I think these guys just time out eventually, so I'm just ignoring them. But also, it does appear that we need Spider Ball in order to actually do anything else in this room, so hopefully I remember it later, but I may not. Oh well, get me out of here. Oh, come on, get in the... Samus, would you get in the spinner? These are much harder to use than the previous game. I don't know what the... I don't know why. Is it like some sort of... So why did that, like, snap backwards in the cutscene? Was that... That was a strange decision. Alright, go through here, and... Yes. Okay, so after that incredibly confusing bit of business... for a start, we've got a save point over there, and for a second, we've got a thing we could probably hit with the super missile if we weren't busy getting harassed by these dudes again. They really do love to just show up anywhere. It might actually require me to fight them here, but no, they seem to have effed off all on their own. Let's crack this open and have a look at what the deal is here. The Brooding Grounds. I wish I had a map for Dark Torvus. And I wouldn't have to, like, so explicitly rely on a guide that I've been using way too much because I didn't want to use it so often, but I got so confused by some parts of this, like, just absolutely befuddled by my inability to notice simple things. All right, so this... Whoa. Well, that's a bad idea is all I can say, but I know that this is a location where... Do you mind? Do you mind? This is a location where there's some pretty neat stuff if you play this correctly. For a start, we saw our third temple key there. But I believe there's also something that's like an offshoot of this location as well we can get to. Hey, neat. I wish it would tag where that was on the map, but... Getting led to locations in these games tends to take a while. Oh. Yeah, just hop up this way. Hey, there's that portal. Wait, no. You do want that out. You asshole. Get in the bubble. Come on. I dare ya. There we go. I'll be honest with you, I don't really know a more regular way to kill those guys, so... Well, at least that one didn't fail. And that's what we were looking for, a beam ammo expansion. Yes, that is very, very, very good. I mean, it doesn't fully refill us, which is to be expected. That's kind of what happens with the missiles. But even just one of these severely assuages my fear of ever running out of ammunition, because each one is plus 50. There are a grand total of 4 that we can get to max out the ammo at 250 each, which is probably a little bit easier to run out of than missiles, all considered, outside of the use of certain missile-based tools, which, hey, I'm pretty sure this game does not have an equivalent of the Wave Buster, so we don't have to worry about that as such. So yeah, yeah, okay, it's that way we have to go. Okay. Like, where are we going, guys? And it's this way. Because we're going to save, and this is going to wrap the stream for the evening. Because what hit me? Oh. Well, that makes sense. Doesn't make me happy, but it does make sense. So, because of the fact that we have finished getting all 3 of the keys for Dark Torvus, and God, it really did take us like forever compared to the other place, didn't it? I can tell you for sure that, like, you can just imagine this one all on your own, but there's gotta be a boss at the temple at Dark Torvus, right? Like, that's what we're gonna be dealing with. We're gonna have to go fight a boss. So I'm gonna go find a save point. And next time we will just cut ahead to exploring enough of Torvus Bog to get to the boss. Because, yeah, I definitely don't have enough time for a boss right now. Especially not with the attendant frustration and probably having to do multiple tries, because that's like every boss in this game. Partially out of inexperience and partially out of the fact that this game is pretty tough. As you've no doubt noticed, but I mean, honestly, a big part of it is just... A large part of that challenge also has to do, at least partially, with the balance being really funky. Because none of these bosses have been, like, Boost Guardian awful. Yet. So that was a bit of an anomaly, and we have, thank goodness, not returned to that, and I'm quite happy for that. But we'll deal with more of that next time. Next time.